Hi, this is Allison Banksness, and this is my screencast of my tech tool GoFormative. GoFormative is an online interactive tool that allows educators to create formative assessments that would provide live feedback. The screencast would be used for staff and professional development, and my audience would be other educators. My three learning objectives for this video are: a learner will be able to create a GoFormative assessment using multiple types of questions. Learner will be able to create classes for their classroom, and learner will be able to locate results of data collected from the assessment. So if I click on my GoFormative link, if you are new to GoFormative, you will have to sign up, but I already have an account, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in. The nice part about GoFormative is that you do have an opportunity to log in through Google. So this is the dashboard of GoFormative. You will see this has your profile, your classes, where you can click new assignment, and where all of your other assignments are. For this assessment, for this screencast, I'm going to show you how to make a new assignment. So you're going to click here. And this is going to give us the title. I'm just going to name this KSP 619. And we're going to start with adding a question. You've got 4 different options when you go to ask a question. You can do multiple choice, show your work, short answer, and true false. For this screencast, I'm going to show you how to do a multiple choice one and how to do a show your work. So if I'd like to add a multiple choice question, I'm going to choose multiple choice. It's going to provide the question box for me. I'm going to type in my question: what is 5 times 5? And then it's going to provide me with my answer slots. I'm going to say 25, 20, 5, or 0. Then it will allow you to indicate what is the correct answer. And so that way that will help you have it graded. Over here on the right hand side, you can choose how many points that particular question could be worth. I'm going to have this one worth just 5 points. If you scroll down again, you can add another question. This time I'm going to do a show your work question. This time I'm going to ask the students to draw a compass with the 4 cardinal directions. Okay. Show your work is going to allow students to actually physically go in and create something on a blank canvas. Or if you wanted to put in a background image, for example, if you were doing graphing and you wanted to put a graphing paper in the background, you could do that, or else it would just be a blank canvas. So if I wanted to add in another question, I could do a short answer or true false, but for time's sakes, I'm going to move on to the next part, which is to add content. So if I wanted to add a content, I could choose to add an image, text, or a YouTube video, or a view-only canvas, and then I could ask a question about that particular feature. So I'm going to add in an image just to show you how that works. And I'm going to add in this image of Super Bowl 50, and then I'm going to ask a question about it. And my question is a short answer question that I'm going to ask, and I want students to please write this number in Roman numerals. All right, and that would be my question right there. I can also go back down to add content, and I can add in a YouTube video. If I wanted to, I could search for a YouTube video. Maybe I wanted to do a YouTube video on mammals. I could search for that, and it would find a whole bunch of YouTube videos that would go that I could insert and then ask questions about that. But we're not going to do that for time's sake, and so these are my 3 questions. Then I'm going to click Assign up at the top. When you go to Assign, you have an option. You can either do for everybody or you can do for classes. I'm just going to do for classes, and I have a class here. If I wanted to add or edit a class, I could create a new class here, or this could be my 7th grade class that I already have. To enroll students into your class, there's 5 different options. If your school already uses Google Apps for Education, it makes it really easy for the kids to log in. If your school uses Clever, if you want to import your students directly into the class, you could complete that spreadsheet and then email it to the kids, and they'll be imported. If you want the students to join the class themselves, you can just display that class code, which is right in the right-hand corner of the dashboard, and students sign up that way. Or you could mass enroll students for multiple teachers. I preferred to do number 4. I thought it was really easy. I put the class code up on Google Classroom. Kids logged into Google Classroom and they were able to get into it. So lots of different ways that you can access GoFormative. So I'm going to head back to the dashboard so I could show you a little bit how to review the data that you have collected from your GoFormative. So this is a GoFormative that I did for several of my staff members a couple months ago, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So as a teacher, you are looking at that very first question that I asked, which is what is 5 by 5? So you can see here all of the students' answers here. Green indicates in the upper right hand corner that it was a correct, and red indicates that it was incorrect. So it lets you know all of the scores that they, or all of the answers that they selected. If I go on to my second question, which was to draw a compass and label the 4 cardinal directions, if I scroll down, I can see exactly what the students created as far as their compass. Now for this one, because I did not indicate a correct answer, I would have to go in and I would have to decide whether these are true or false, or excuse me, if these are correct or incorrect. So I would click on this particular student's. If I don't think that it was right, I'm going to put an X, or I can give them, you know, in between. If I thought, okay, they did a fairly good job, a 5 out of 10. I can click on this student, excellent job, 10 out of 10. And this gives them direct feedback, and you can be doing this as they are answering the questions. And then my third question, this is a little bit different of a question than I did before. Is it a mammal or a reptile? And then I can see all of the answers there. So this was just a very quick overview of how GoFormative could work in your classroom. If we look back to our objectives, the learner, we went over how to create a GoFormative assignment by inserting multiple types of questions. We learned how to create a class for your own classroom. And then we also learned where to be able to locate the results of data collected from the assessment. Hopefully you learned something new about GoFormative, and I hope that you give it a try. It's a really wonderful tool, and my students really enjoyed using it, and I really enjoyed the ease of collecting data results on my students. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.